Jupiter crossing the night sky. A huge figure fills the screen. A subtle tremor begins to be detected on Jupiter, which was quietly reflecting the sun's light. An unknown energy waves slowly, but out of control, in a huge layer of gas. As if waking from a deep sleep, Jupiter's surface begins to fade into an ominous red light. This bizarre phenomenon has confused countless scientists and shocked the world. Soon humanity realizes a shocking fact. Jupiter on its own started a nuclear fusion reaction. As soon as the largest planet in the solar system becomes a star, Jupiter is reborn with a new name, a red dwarf. Jupiter is not a star. Stars mean stars, which are objects that emit light on their own and must have enough mass to trigger a nuclear fusion reaction. Jupiter is a gas giant planet, but it lacks mass to begin fusion. According to scientists, Jupiter needs to be more than 80 times its current mass in order to become a star. If this condition is met, Jupiter can become a red dwarf that emits light on its own. However, Jupiter is currently only about 1,000, the mass of the sun, so it cannot emit light on its own and reflects the sun's light to shine brightly. For this reason, Jupiter is sometimes called the failed star. But as the biggest planet in the solar system, Jupiter is 2.5 times larger in mass than the rest of the solar system combined, and it is also the third brightest object in the night sky. What if the star were Jupiter? With its overwhelming size and mass, what would happen if Jupiter became a huge star that glows on its own? A slight tremor begins to be detected in Jupiter, which was reflecting the sun's light. An unknown energy waves slowly, but out of control, in a huge layer of gas. Jupiter's surface begins to fade into an ominous red hue. Jupiter on its own started a nuclear fusion reaction. There are now two stars in the solar system. One is the brilliant sun, and the other is the red dwarf Jupiter, which burns red. Red dwarfs are one of the most common and smallest types of stars in the universe, much smaller and darker than our sun, but the smallest unit of stars that can emit light on their own. At night, a red star appears, in the sky much brighter than a full moon. As the red light shines through the day, the Earth's landscape begins to change strangely. The yellow light of the sun and the red light of Jupiter collide with each other to create new colors. The buildings with red shadows, the sea and the forest that have turned into strange colors, stand out. The world transforms into a strange landscape where red and yellow coexist, with the boundary between night and day fading. The powerful gravity of Jupiter, which has become a red dwarf, brings a new balance of power to the solar system. Driven by a huge force, the orbits of gas giants outside the solar system, including Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, begin to twist finely. However, the real crisis begins with the asteroid belt. The delicate gravitational balance of the asteroid belt, a collection of many pieces of rock located between Mars and Jupiter, is broken. Numerous asteroids are driven out of orbit by the gravity of the red dwarf Jupiter. Unknown asteroids start flying towards Earth at high speed. Earth's observatory declares emergency over surge of unidentified objects. Pouring meteor showers embroider the night sky like fireworks, but some of them do not dissipate in the atmosphere but rush to the ground. Huge asteroids strike the city, and the ground-shaking shockwaves spread like tsunamis. Earthquakes occur, volcanoes explode, and the Earth kneels, in front of a huge catastrophe. The moons of Jupiter got too close to the red dwarf Jupiter. The surface of the ice satellite Europa melts, and a huge column of water rises. All life in the form of microorganisms that could have existed on Jupiter's moons is dissipated in hot heat. After barely surviving an asteroid impact, humanity is now at a crossroads of choice. The little heat and light emanating from Jupiter are slowly changing the Earth's environment. The surface temperature rises gradually, and new cracks and disruptions begin. Realizing that hope can no longer be found on an already destroyed planet, mankind takes a last chance at this second star. Now humanity has another star in the solar system, which provides a breakthrough opportunity for the advancement of energy resources and technology in human civilization. Although Jupiter's moons have gotten hotter, they use the heat to develop new energy sources and pave the way for exploring unknown areas. Humanity now evolves into a two-star civilization, giving it enormous energy to move into space. Jupiter becoming a star will not be a disruption, but a huge opportunity to evolve human civilization to the next level.